Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to KC Farms. We're going to be moving our rooting pigs out into the forest. We got to get those fences moved and a few trees cleared. Let's get started. Alright guys, so we've done a lot of fence moving videos and they normally are quick. This one not so much. So we're having to cut through obviously all the thorns and little shrubs because we don't want anything on our fence. And finally figured out what these posts are good for. When you buy your fence from Premier One, they include 4 of these posts. We've never used them because we've just been running straight through our fields, but when you're curving and stuff through here, they're super nice to have if you need to make a turn before you've got one of their built-in posts already. So quick look at these guys. These are our meat herd here, and they have done a great job. Let me show you this really quick. Here's the post that I was talking about when you need to make a turn, but your next post is farther on there. So these are super helpful for that. So these guys have done a great job clearing out in here for us. And we are adding our 3 gilts, Zelly, Millie, and Penny, because they are still rooting it up in the back field, and I don't want to ruin our whole field for the summer. So they're gonna join in here. We've got one fence. We can run them down once, then we'll move up, and we'll just keep rotating through this woods. Hey guys. So, a little worried about ticks, but we're gonna throw a group of chickens in here as well as we get closer to summer. I had a tick on me the other day already, so I know they're out. But let's get finished putting these fences up, and then we got quite a hike with the other 3 pigs. Second problem when trying to run through the woods, it is hard to get your fences to equal up. So I'm gonna have to move some of this back, maybe go out around these trees a little farther so we can use this excess fence here. So a lot faster setting up in a pasture, but this will be great in the summer. A lot of shade, a lot of stuff for them to dig around and get. So I'm excited about this, but it does take a lot longer to set this up. So let's get it finished. Okay, well, we got it connected, but I didn't take the whole thing down. I just overlapped it a little bit. You can see where the last fence ends. And then, oh, look at that. Ticks already. So let me get that guy off. But anyway, the last fence ends, and so you don't have to hook them up. It can overlap a little bit, so I've got that overlap there instead of moving the whole fence. So got it in here. Now it's just time to get some pigs, and I kind of want to move them all together so they're all coming to this new spot at the same time. Guys, if you don't have one of these, yeah, we've got the bush hog, but I can't fit the bush hog down in through here. So this little trimmer knocking down, I think it takes about 3-inch trees down. So I'll put a link to that in our description there if you guys are interested in that for some brush clearing. That is a big help. So fence is set up. One last thing about the fence, you guys, some people have asked about it touching the ground at the bottom. This black strand is not electrified, so it's 4 inches off the ground before the first strand. So if things are hitting the bottom, it's not a big deal. It's when they're hitting the electric. So I'll have to pay a lot more attention in here to things touching the fence and shorten out our charge. So that's the other thing you got to do when you're in a wooded area. So we're gonna start moving pigs over here, and we'll see how they do put all back together again. All right, guys, I've got Brooklyn here helping me, hiding from the sun, and this is why these guys are going into the woods. They have done quite a job rooting. But
there's a root back here that they're trying to get.
I think so. Might be some roots, but they've done that. That's where we're going to do our pumpkin patch, and they did a little bit, and some of the stuff is healing up fine, so it's not a big deal, but we want to get kind of that underbrush cleared out anyway in the woods. So we got Penny, Millie, and Zelly. They're going to be heading over to the woods to help clear that out. But I've got my hog panel, we just fold in half. We've shown this before, and we help move the pigs. It's going to be quite a haul. I thought about hooking up the livestock trailer and trucking them over there, but we'll just try this for now. I don't think they're all going to fit in there at the same time, so we'll just grab one or two and come back for the third one. So we've got Isaiah over here. He's going to be helping out too. And let's get him over to the woods. Okay, it's kind of a long haul, but they did really well. They're already in here exploring. So Penny was a little stressed out that we didn't get her, so we're gonna head back and go get Penny, and then we'll let the meat pigs come over and bring their pigloo over. All right, we are back to pick up Penny. Brooklyn had an injury. Dr. Dad has come through with the paper towels and scotch tape. So quick fix for kids' boo-boos if you need it. But Penny is ready to go. This is the most vocal she's been in a while. Pigs do not like being by themselves. So let's get her over and meet up with her girlfriends. Okay, well, Penny escaped twice, but 3 times, yeah. But good thing with these pigs is they're not trying to run away. Food will always get them back. Looks like Millie and Zelly are exploring. So we're gonna go down here and we're gonna let the meters in. If I can get through these thorns. They're already getting those nuts and eating them. So let's introduce these other pigs. They're looking, wondering who's in here with them. So they've been together before, if you guys remember, and we took them out, but we're gonna let them come back in here now. Try to figure out where the best place is to let them over. Sis, can you go get this one over? Here she comes. All right. There'll probably be a little tussle to see who's boss here, as there always is. But these guys are all pretty much the same age. Millie's going at it, so that happens whenever you introduce pigs, and they'll get used to each other and establish a pecking order, and then it will be over. So we're gonna get the rest of the stuff in here, and we got one last thing we need to do with some chargers. Looks like they're already done. So let's get their food bowls and their house in here. Okay, pigloo is in place. Pigs are still feeling each other out. Happy to have them in here to clear it up. Gonna get some water and feed. And I'm gonna bring the chickens in here probably tomorrow, because I already had that tick on me. And we normally run our chickens with our pigs in the summer when we have the ticks, but they're already out, so might as well bring the chickens in here. They're gonna love to scratch through this mess too, pick out all the bugs and stuff. So we'll get the chickens in here tomorrow. The biggest thing was just getting the pigs in here, and you can see they're enjoying it. And I'm expecting these three to keep their rooting ways and tear this up and clean up the little forest floor for us. So excited about that. We'll get them some feed and water. It's just about feed time anyway. But let me turn this fence on. And one last thing we got to do for Hazel's piglets, because we have not done that yet. Kind of been slacking, but they're getting old enough where they want to explore. And I saw them out today, and we didn't have a charge on the fence, so they were just going in and out of the fence. So we're gonna put a charge on that fence, check out those piglets really quick. Okay, here's the little piggies. We've had this fence up and haven't needed a charger. I seen them out. We haven't had any chargers because we've had so many pens set up. So I need to put a charge on here so they can get used to that. And more importantly, they don't wander off. So I'm gonna hand this to Brooklyn and get this plugged in here. This ground is quite hard. Surprisingly, as much rain as we've had.
Got that.
All right.
One hit it.
So it's good to get them used to that, so they don't know what this is yet. This guy might take a ride here. And it's good that they are running the other direction. So you can see Sassy's already starting to wean these guys. I'm sorry, yeah. Hazel's already starting to do some weaning. These guys are just turned 5 weeks. And everybody, I think all but one, have a new home right now. So they'll be going in about 3 weeks here. But they've been an awesome litter too. We got the 3 boys castrated, 4 boys castrated, and everyone is doing well. So awesome little litter. Old Hazel and Boudreaux make some cool piglets. So these are our unregistered stock here. And those are what the meat pigs came from, was Hazel and Boudreaux. But
every litter, they're always a different pattern.
yeah, different patterns. And theirs have all been double wattled too, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, well, guys, moving in the woods is a lot harder than moving out in the pasture, but it's quite rewarding. And now that it's getting hotter, they're gonna have some shade in there. So happy to have them all down there. Only had a few escapees. We got one more test in this thing. The fence works. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you following along. And if you haven't,
make sure you like, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram and also Facebook.
all right, we'll see you on the next video.